Hello everyone, and welcome back to our newest episode of How to Be the Best. So I've been pumping these out a little bit more slowly lately. I'm trying to just, relax more and just play the game on my own. But today we are gonna hit our halfway point. We're gonna start playing as Orisa. She will be hero number 13, and then we'll just have 13 left after her, and then my little series here will finally be concluded. So let's go ahead and hop into the practice range and see what Orisa's like. Oh hey, would you look at that? It just automatically went over to her. Alright.
Your safety is my primary concern.
So Orisa is a pretty chunky tank, as are almost all the tanks, honestly. She has a few things going on for her that make her quite a bit different than all the other tanks so far. First off, she can put up a shield that deploys a little bit in front of her. Now this is going to be extremely useful when, protecting some allies, because the shield goes up in like a little, half dome around her. So it's sort of like Winston's shield, but it doesn't go all the way around, and it has 3 times the amount of durability. Also, you can go ahead and redeploy it pretty frequently. The respawn, I believe, is 7 or 8 seconds, so you can keep it up pretty consistently, pretty easily. Her left shift... Now, actually, let me look at the F1 really quick, because I kind of forget what her left shift actually does, but I'm pretty sure it reduces the amount of damage she takes. So, Fortify, yeah, reduce damage taken and you cannot be stopped. Right, okay. So yeah, if you hit left shift, then... Let's see if we can get some hard numbers here. So, right there I took... let's see, how much damage per shot is that? Okay, so it's 4 damage per shot. Now, if I hit left shift... Yep, that cut the damage in half. It's only 2 damage per shot. So yeah, it doesn't last for very long. I believe it halves the amount of damage that you take, so it's pretty useful if used at the right time. And like the description said, if you get hit by anything, it's not going to knock you back. You will just stay put. Then you have her right click, which if you do this, it pulls enemies together for a set amount of time. It doesn't do it for quite as long as you saw right there. Like, enemies will definitely be trying to move back to where they just were. So, yeah. So, like, they will be stuck there for about half of a second, really. And then you have to take that opportunity to just go ahead and, try to mow them down as much as you can. And you saw her primary fire is launching a bunch of bullets. They're not hit scanned, they don't immediately get to their target, but they move very quickly. So you can do a pretty decent amount of damage as Orisa. And she has a pretty rapid fire rate and all that good stuff. And she has a very large clip, but her reload animation is also very, very long. So you can shoot for a very long time, but you're gonna have to, take a break and try to hide somewhere when you're reloading. And finally, her ultimate is some kind of drum. I forget what it is called exactly. Let's take a look at the actual name. Oh, it's just called Supercharger. Yeah. So you just throw down this kind of drum-looking thing, and then whoever is near your drum receives an attack boost. So let's see what that looks like. So you see I have a tether coming over to me. I don't know why it's not going to my friendly robot right there. But at the moment, I currently do more damage than I would have done before. And this just applies to any team members that are near you. So you can damage boost your entire team all at the same time. If you get that mixed with Mercy's Valkyrie mode, like attack boost, you can do probably a ton of damage. I think they stack on top of each other, which is pretty great. Another thing to note really quick with her right click, you can just let it go until it runs into something, and then it will automatically pull enemies towards you. Or if you want to make sure it pulls enemies more quickly, you can let it go and then hit right click again, and then it will go ahead and pull them as soon as you hit the right click again. So yeah, that's basically all that Orisa has. She is a tank. She's pretty sturdy. Her shields are super useful. She can do a lot of damage. And yeah, I want to say as far as tanks go, she's pretty... I guess you would say she's pretty average. And I honestly think that she's very good for defense. So let's go ahead and hop into a match and see how we do as Orisa. Alright. Let's do our typical destroy everything. You know, in the waiting room, all you have to do is just hit things. So, you know, may as well indulge yourself.
Capture the objective.
Honestly, Orisa, in my opinion, is not the best for control point maps, but we can definitely make her work. I feel like she's much better on escort maps, playing as defense primarily, not so much offense. And it's because, wow, I just got melted. And it's because her mobility is very, very low. She can't walk around with her shield like Reinhardt can. She can't, you know, hop in and out of battle like Winston can. And basically, like, when she throws down her shield, she pretty much has to stay in one place. And that's why she's good at defense, not so much good at offense. Okay, now we have a Reinhardt, so maybe double tank will help us out. Jeez. But like I said, like, Orisa is best just standing kind of front and center. She's not really, you know, one for flanking or anything. So, oh god. So yeah, she can be a little tough. Okay, gotta move. Oh man, this is not going well whatsoever. Oh, we killed somebody. Okay, sweet. We managed to get a couple people out, so we could probably move on to the point easier now. I need to heal though. I did not need to run all that way around just to get to this health pack. But I did it. Yeah, another thing about Orisa is that when she starts shooting, she moves much more slowly. So that also gives her a mobility hit. So yeah, so now that we're here, it would be a good idea to find a place to hole up. So maybe at the edge of the stairs like this would be okay. Well, see, that would have been a good time for me to put up my left shift. Because I thought that my orb was going to stop him, but it didn't. So that's something new that I learned. The orb will not stop Reinhardt charging at you. Although I'm not entirely sure if left shift guards you from charge. I assume that it does, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, we gotta get back into the point. Our Junkrat's doing a good job. Bastion was right there and I couldn't kill him. So they just moved over to our side of the point now. And we already lost. Yeah, that did not go well whatsoever. Our one healer switched to a tank. Now we don't have a healer. Why? I don't understand this. Okay, somebody switches to Zenyatta, so that's nice. Going in with 3 tanks. I mean, it can work. A 3-tank team can definitely work.
Standing ground. The objective is behind the barrier. Securing the objective. Backup requested. For your own safety, get behind the barrier.
So yeah, this is what Orisa's pretty much best at. Being planted in one spot and just holding. Like, this is why I love having Orisa on a defense meta. Or a defense, not meta. I don't even know what that word actually means. But having like Orisa on a defense team is really, really good. Because she will be able to help you hold a point forever. If you have a decent party behind you. Okay, so another thing I forgot to mention is you will see a little like preview tether from when you're able to like grab an enemy. So actually, did they make her hold last longer? It looks like they have. But yeah, you can see a little preview tether for your orb. Everybody's moving forward. And, you know, if you hit right shift again at the correct time, your preview tether will determine who you drag. Human has trying to come in behind us. Alright, cool. Thank you, Zenyatta. Okay, yeah, so we did to them this round what they did to us the previous round.
For your own safety, get behind the barrier. Double kill. You are advised to move behind my barrier.
Alright. So yeah, I feel like this is the basic gist of how Orisa works. And hopefully this helps you guys out too. Because I know I did say in a previous video that I feel like Orisa was one of the slightly easier heroes to get a grasp of, but it took me a minute to realize what exactly she was actually good at. But what she is good at is just holding on to a specific point, you know? That is her specialty. And I feel like you can probably see the usefulness of her in a setting where it's like, you know, you're defending a payload, you know? And even when you're moving a payload, you could just drop her shield up on the edge of it. And I don't know why I couldn't hit Widowmaker there. The spread on her shot is a little bit weird. But yeah, you could like drop your shield on the edge of the payload and help protect your allies like that as well.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard. Routing navigation system to defense.
Okay, he just didn't use it at all. Oh yeah, I think we got this.
Victory.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's Orisa for you, basically. You're not gonna want to use her in every situation. She's very much a hero that you want to pick for very specific circumstances. So basically, if you're on defense for like moving a payload, Orisa is gonna be your best friend. Like, she's gonna be amazing. Otherwise, her usefulness, you're gonna have to try to, you know, just kind of make her work for other situations. And yeah, that's our Orisa episode. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you all took a little something out of it. And I'll see you next time on our next How to Be the Best. Please hit the like button if you liked it, leave a little comment, and hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Bye!